Hello everybody, and welcome back to more Kerbal Space Program. We are going to build a cool new ship. So let's see what we've got going on here. Now, we've been to Eve, which is where we went last time, and we put our awesome rover there, and it's still driving around, and we can always go check it out in the future. And I plan to, in fact, eventually I plan to land on Eve and come back, and to go to its moon. Those are all on the agenda. So is going to Moho, and just kind of getting this part fleshed out. However, what we want to do is go to Jool. Now let's go take a look at Jool for a second. So Jool's system, as we've seen before, has plenty of moons, but Jool itself is a gas giant. And what I want to do is I want to go through the atmosphere of it and slingshot myself back over to Kerbin. So I want to go through the atmosphere, take a ton of readings with a probe, and then bring it all back. And that's going to be our new mission. However, we need to build one first, and before we do that, we are going to go back into the science spot that we like to visit every now and then, and we're going to purchase this, and the reason why is because I need to get this unlocked right here. So it's 160 science, we have 382, so I'll purchase that, and we have 2 extra things here. Now, it would be really nice to have these unlocked and to be able to actually use them, but that's just not going to happen. We don't have enough science points. And I could get this little thing, the grabbing unit for the asteroids, but whatever. We'll wait to get that. We really need to get some of these other things first. So I just wanted to unlock that, so I had these 2 available to me. And now we're at 222 science. We should get like 300 science out of this, so we should be able to unlock something else that we can use. So let's start our basic craft. Now, this probe, we want science pieces on it, but it's going to be a probe core. So we're going to start with this, and we're going to bring it way up here, and we're going to build the probe first. The probe is not going to be too nuts in comparison to like some of the other stuff we have, but let's start getting the basic structure filled out for it. So this will be the first part. So I got the probe. I put down a little like strut there, one of the ones that move into the circle ones, and then we put the advanced inline stabilization, whatever, and we put a parachute on the top, 4 on the sides of this, and we're gonna need MechJeb like we always do, just to plot our courses. It makes it a little bit easier if I can find it. MechJeb, MechJeb, there it is. Okay, so we'll put that. Whoa, not that many of them. We only need 1. Let's put it on the side like that, and so far that's looking actually pretty good. What else do we need? Well, we're probably going to need some type of fuel, right? Because it's going to have a bit of putt on its own. It can't just rely on another thing underneath it. It is going to have a little bit of its own thing going on. So we'll start with that. However, what I want to do is, oh gosh, do I want it? Yeah, I have an idea, and it's going to be awesome. So let's do, I think only one of these will be fine. I think we'll have plenty of fuel, like we usually do with one of these setups, especially with one of those nuclear engines. But I'm going to add, a little bit of width to it, I think. I've actually first added a few batteries there. I think that'll be plenty. Actually, you know what? Let's just do one more. I'm pretty sure that would be more than enough. But I just want to, make sure that it's not going to run out of power. I also need to put some solar arrays and stuff on it just to make sure that it's going to be functioning properly once we actually just kind of let it go and do our thing up there. We're going to put lights and all that fun stuff on it too. It's going to be cool. It's going to be cool looking. This whole thing will be absolutely cool looking. And I do have to have spots for all the science bits. So I got to keep that in mind as I do this. So I have those out there. I think that'll be fine. I think 4 is 1 more than we actually need, but I did want it to be a little bit symmetrical. And if you ever look at those little, I guess, space probes that NASA has, or rather that NASA has conceptualized, where it has like the big ol' like sail on it, that's kind of what I have in mind for this, at least. And it's kind of a cool idea, but who knows? I don't think we'll, you know, get too crazy with it, but there are some cool things we could do with all the science pieces that we're putting on it, at least. Okay, so I'm revising my structure a bit. I took off the nuclear engine. I'm bringing these down to the bottom, and what I'm going to do is go to the parachutes. I'm going to put these on. Just kind of give that kind of look. And the last thing I'm going to do here is put on these struts, or rather these landing struts, because let's just double check. Bunk. Okay, yeah, that's plenty of space. It is going to be a slightly heavy craft, and honestly, I want to make sure that it's going to land properly, and with the other engine, it may have been too much. So now that I think about it, I probably could take off one of those, which kind of shortens it a bit, which is what we want. And let's add some structural integrity before we start adding the rest of the stuff that we need, like this for sure. But we only need one of these, and we'll put it right there. Yeah, that'll look cool. Okay, now structural, and we need connectors, strut connectors rather. So we'll put one there. Actually, I probably should do this. That way it's all symmetrical, which looks sweet looking actually. And then we're gonna do one like this up to here. And that should give it enough structural integrity that we shouldn't have many issues, if any at all. Okay, and now what we need is the very last piece, which is going to be our solar arrays. This is just going to keep the power in the system, usually, while we're basically just floating in space. There's not going to be too much to this. However, we're going to add a little bit more just because, you know, we want it to look pretty sick. So we're going to add our basic ones, just 2 of them, like that. These are really our go-to ones. We do want to have these as well, anywhere we can get them. So we'll put ones like that and ones like that. So that should cover just about every angle that we could possibly need them at, aside from down here actually, which that's easily fixed. Boom. Those will charge our batteries, and then the very last one we're going to add are these, like so. And those are going to just make the entire thing look super cool when we're actually in space. I'm really going to like the look of that. Do we have all of the science stuff we need? We have those 3 there. We don't even need one of those. We have our lights set up. We have mech jeb. We have these. We have the goo containers. We have landing struts. I think this is all good to go. The last thing we need to do is stage this part out. And then we're basically just going to connect this to a very large rocket like we usually do. I mean, it's not outside of our realm of possibility of what we normally do. So let's just move this up. That's way higher than we need it to be, but then, I mean, that'll function. And honestly, we just need a decoupler. Whoops. And that will set that up. However, what we're going to do is go one bigger, you know, because we can. And then we're going to find the orange tank because it's hilarious. And then we need our good old set. Actually, let's put one of these on. More control, which will always help. RCS could help a bit, but I don't think it's going to be needed here. So we'll do those, and we will do our typical structure here. Except I'm only going to do no, let's do 4 of them. Let's do it. And we're going to do a small fuel canister. How about like right there? And we'll just move these up. Oh, come on. I can't click on it. There we go. So we'll move those up, and we will put these on. Good. And the very last thing for this is that. Now we just need to asparagus it out. Actually, we're not even going to do that. Who needs that? Not us, says people with so much fuel, it doesn't even matter. And we'll just have this feed into that. Perfect. So that one's done. Now we get to go wild and crazy, which is going to be fun. So we got to go to propulsion, and we want these. But of course, we need the connector for it, which I don't remember quite where it's at. I think it's in structural. Yep. Okay, there it is. We probably should put a decoupler on. Yeah, that would make sense. So large decoupler onto this thing, which will then do a... Actually, let's do a big one of those. So one of these, one of these, one of those. All right. I think we can save this for now and then add our massive piece at the bottom. So let's save this as the jewel probe. And we'll save it. Okay, now we need to load one of our other ones. So which one did we take to... Okay, so Eve. Yeah, okay, we're going to load this up. And I'm going to grab the bottom bit, because this whole bottom piece here... Is this part of it? I have a feeling it is, but it's hard to tell. Oh, wait, what's going on here? Okay, so we have this, yeah, that, this. Okay, so basically I'm just going to grab all of this and add it to a subassembly, which I don't think I've done yet. Okay, nope. So I'm going to grab all of this and subassembly. We're going to name it the BFR. Cool. So that is saved. Let's load our jewel probe. There it is. Only has 99 parts. That's about to change rapidly. So we go to our subassemblies. We're going to grab the BFR, and we're just going to attach it like so. And the very last thing we're going to do is one thing that we didn't do before, but I want to do now because I think it's hilarious. So I'm going to grab this and bring it around the side like so. Then I'm going to grab this, and again, around the side. Try to line it up. It could go down a bit more. Oop. How about that? It's kind of hard to tell. Maybe if I look from the top. Nope, it needs to go a little bit more to the left. So, whoops, come on, come on. There we go. Sometimes you just gotta like move it super far away and then bring it back. I don't know why, but sometimes you gotta do that. Okay, that moves those boosters extremely close together. So I could probably suck this in a bit then, so it doesn't have to be so close on the outside. And then this one. Cool, and then I'm taking it up a notch. I don't need to, but I'm going to anyways, because this is Kerbal and we make ridiculous things that are hilarious. So we're going to put another one of these all the way across, and we're going to take the boosters. We're just going to attach another booster. Boom. Glorious. And where's... Oh gosh, see now I gotta... Okay, there they are. And then one of these little stabilizers at the bottom. Like so. Okay. So now I gotta figure out staging. So I want boosters, all of the boosters in one spot. So boosters, those are all right. Okay. We have all of these tied in. Perfect. What about these? Okay, there's the 6 of those. Yep. Okay, what about the middle one? Yeah, that's there. Cool. So we go up, and all of these boosters should knock off. So we got that one. Yeah, whatever. We have that one. What about these? Okay, we have those 5, those 6, those 5. Okay, so yeah, these are all set up properly. Then what we want is this decoupler next. So that'll go. And then this engine will go. So it goes decoupler, boom, big rocket all the way up to, I wonder what this is. Oh, did I set up the couplers for these? No, not yet. Okay, so actually we want that. So these will go, so boom, actually let's flip these around. So boom, boom. So these ones will be the side. Yeah, okay. Then the middle one goes, then this engine shoots, then it burns out, and then this one goes, which needs its own staging. Then these fire off. Then sure, we can move this to the top because it's not going to matter. Then that'll decouple, and I want control over that engine. And I think that should be good. The very last thing I need to do is to do a strut connector, just to stabilize it some. Cool. I think that'll work. I think all of that looks awesome. Probably should strut these up real quick. Like so. It's kind of wonky. Can I grab onto just that? Nope, it's not going to let me. Whatever. It'll work. We'll do one here. And then one last one there. Also, we have an unused strut here, so I may as well actually attach these, right? Because actually, it gave us a lot of stability before when we had it functioning like this. But it's a little wonky, so we may end up going to a death spin. But I think it'll be good to do a test launch. Where's strut? Take this. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. Can I grab onto that one that's like floating in the air? Thank you. Okay. That there and all the way up. That should be good. Save. And we're going to do a test launch. And if it works, then awesome. If it doesn't work, then we need to go back to the drawing board on this. I'm pretty sure the pro part will work just fine. It's the rest of it that I'm worried something's not going to work. So basically the whole idea of this is to make sure my staging is correct. So we'll do stage only. Let's launch everything. Oh, that just sounds cool. We have solid boosters burning out already. Which ones? I can't get close enough to tell. I don't know, it says solid fuel boosters are burned out, but I don't see any that have. They all look like they're firing on all cylinders. Hard to tell though. Okay. Well, I guess we'll find out. Which one is that? Can I see? Because like I can see all these, but I can't see those. Okay, I think that's just broken. For whatever reason, that staging could just be broken. And we're about to lose all of the fuel boosters, and we're at, what, 7,000? Also, I need to reorient myself. I think this is correct. There's that death spin I was talking about. It's not too bad yet. We've hit 10,000, and we haven't even burned off all of our solid fuel boosters. It's gonna be nuts. Okay, let's just test it, make sure we can get into orbit. And those are gone. Now they're really gone. Okay, I was just making sure that I had fuel lines going to the bottom there. And I really need to stop this spin. Like, really bad. Because I need to point to, I don't know if that direction's making, no, that was making it worse. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Can we stop it? Will doing that do anything? I realize that. I don't know if it's going to. Yeah, now I'm, okay. Revert flight to vehicle assembly. I think that I'm just going to have to fix things so it doesn't go death spinny on me. So I'm going to have to adjust the height on some of these and make sure it doesn't go nuts. But we'll do that between episodes, and the next episode will be, actually ready to launch. I think that'll be the best thing we can do. So on that note, we'll see you guys next time.